don't think there's any sense in talking now. We can talk later when we're both completely unemotional.
I'm completely unemotional right now.
Well, I'm not. I'm still furious about what you did today.
Well, you can be as furious as you want to be. But today is nothing compared to what I'm going to do from here on in. I was just talking to Jeff while I was downstairs.
You can stop right there. That won't work. I just talked to Jeff today. He's ashamed of the part he played.
No, you're a liar! Jeff loves me. He's always loved me.
Marcia, move.
No, I'm not going to let you walk out on me and humiliate me.
Marcia, please.
No, I'm not going to let you go to Annie Stewart.
I'm not.
No, I'm going to ruin it for you. I'm going to make life hell for you.
Damn you, get out of my way. Marcia. Annie, what are you doing here?
I had to. How bad was the fall? Is it serious?
I don't know yet.
Well, is there anything I can do to help?
No, I don't want you involved in any way in this. Just, I think it's better if you go home.
I want to know what's happening.
Look, I'll let you know as soon as I have a word. She's in X-ray now, and Jeff's with her.
Well, who's with Brian?
I could go to your house, Doug, and take care of him.
Thanks, Steve, but it's all right. Mrs. O'Rourke is having him spend the night with her.
That's good. Well, what about tomorrow? Is there anything that I can do?
We'll see. Please, just go home now.
No.
Dee, would you please take Annie home?
My sister has a mind of her own. I tried to convince her not to come here in the first place, but she wouldn't listen.
Has Marcia regained consciousness at all?
Yes, for a few moments in the ambulance. She was in a lot of pain.
How did she happen to fall?
How is she, Jeff?
Well, the x-rays don't show any serious injury to the lower spinal column.
Oh, thank God.
But I'm worried. There may be a problem. I called Joe Simmons. I hope that's all right with you.
Well, then you're going to operate.
I'm afraid so. I'm worried about internal injuries.
She'll be all right, though.
Look, Doug, I just have to go in, that's all.
God, can she take it?
Well, her vital signs are strong.
This just happened so quickly.
Maybe you ought to fill me in on the details, huh?
Yeah. Well, one thing you should know is that Marcia had been drinking.
I know that.
You know that?
Yeah, I saw Marcia at the bar across the street. After I left the hospital, she was in pretty rough shape then.
Oh, great. I picked a terrific time to pack up and leave the house.
You were gonna leave tonight?
Yes. Marcia met me at the staircase. We had an argument. I had a suitcase in my hand. She said she wouldn't let me pass. So somehow the suitcase must have hit her and she lost her balance and she fell.
She's being prepped for surgery. I'll start as soon as I get scrubbed, all right?
All right, Dr. Ward.
Look, I'll have someone keep you posted, all right, Doug?
Yeah. Listen, let me know right before you're going to start surgery.
All right, I will. I've got a scrub.
Okay. All right, this is going to be a long and a complicated operation. I really want you both to go home.
I'm not leaving.
Annie, please, don't you see that it would be better if
I want to stay. Doug, I heard you talking to Jeff. The argument that you and Marcia had before she fell, was it about me?
No, not necessarily. It was more about my leaving the house.
So what's the problem with you and Jeff? You said you almost threw him out of here the other day. Well, what happened? What did he do to you?
Nothing. That's the truth. It's kind of a misunderstanding. It's all kind of involved. I tell you about it, but it involves someone else.
Hey, it's all right. It wasn't fine. I was just wondering because Jeff seems to be a nice guy. He's always been very pleasant to me whenever we've run into each other at the hospital.
Oh, he is nice. basically.
Do I detect a certain reservation in your voice?
Probably.
But nothing you can tell me.
No, I can tell you what I think about Jeff. I think he's like a lot of people. He wants success and recognition and everything that goes along with it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. Except that in his drive to get those things, I don't know, sometimes it throws his values out of whack.
Yes, I can understand that. I was like that myself. I wanted everything that Bo Spencer stood for, and so I decided I had to have it. I went after him, and I never stopped to think who I might be hurting.
You got hurt, too.
Yes. I don't think I'd ever be able to do something like that ever again. But you know, I can recognize people who will not stop at anything. Sheila, for instance.
Sheila's one subject I'd rather avoid tonight, if it's all right.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Barbara.
That's okay. But as long as you did, I'd like to say one more thing on the subject, and then I'd like to drop it for good. I like Tom a lot, and I imagine I always will. So I hope I'm wrong about Sheila. I hope she cares for him, because he cares a lot about her.
You're being very generous, Barbara.
I don't know that I am. Things didn't work out for Tom and me. And I guess I'll always blame myself a little bit for that. But I'll always want what's best for him.
Hester.
Why in God's name would you ever do such a thing? Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. You're lying.
I don't. I have no idea.
Cut it out. There's nobody else that would send Lisa that vicious gift.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending.
What are you doing?
That's where your gift belongs.
Bennett, it is
I
not.
warned you. I warned you time and time again. And this time you've gone too far.
You are just accusing
And
me.
you know why.
Don't! I have a right to know what you're accusing me of.
That burial shroud was sent to Lisa, addressed to Mrs. Bennett Hadley. No card. No return address. No way to identify the sender.
That doesn't mean that I...
You sent it.
I didn't!
You may as well admit it, because there's not the shadow of a doubt in my mind.
I didn't even know what it was. I came down here and I could smell the scent of mimosa.
It's another one of your lies to frighten Lisa. All that nonsense about smelling mimosa before you were supposedly hit on the head.
It's true. I did smell it.
Oh, yeah? Then why didn't you tell Sheriff Hargraves when he was out here investigating your mysterious intruder? You never said a word of it.
Well, it slipped my mind at the time. You know how upset I was.
Then why didn't you tell me about it later?
Well, I didn't have a chance. I was still terribly frightened,
Nah.
Bennett.
Believe a word of this.
Why would I make up something like that?
To frighten Lisa. To make her think it was Ruth.
No.
And you and I both know it couldn't possibly have been Ruth. And now poor Lisa thinks that Ruth sent her that shroud, and it's all you're doing.
What can I say to make you understand?
Don't you say anything unless it's to admit the truth.
Bennett, you're hurting
I
me!
don't care. I could kill you for what you've done.
Bennett!
I've had enough of you. You're through.
No, please!
I want you packed and out of here by morning.
You don't know what you're saying.
I know exactly what I'm saying. I never should have kept you around here. I should have gotten rid of you when Lisa first suggested it. But like a fool, I felt sorry for you.
I am your friend.
You're no friend at all.
I am probably the only friend you have left in the world.
You're wrong. I made a mistake. I kept you around here, and I should have gotten rid of you. And now you've gone too far. I want you out of here and I never want to see you again.
Bennett, you can't send me away.
I am sending you away.
Oh, if you just give yourself time to think about it, you realize that you don't really want it. Please don't do anything rash. I know you really don't want to send me away.
Why not?
Because you know what might happen if I'm not here to prevent it.
You're jabbering nonsense.
No, I'm not. You've got to listen to me, Bennett.
I've listened to you long enough.
If you really love Lisa, you mustn't send me away.
Love Lisa? No, you really aren't making any sense.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am, Bennett, because I'm the only one who knows.
You know nothing.
I know what happens to you. When that jealousy takes over, when the headaches start again, and you can't remember what you...
Stop it!
Bennett!
I don't want to hear another word!
Oh,
Stop it!
Bennett! Bennett, stop!
Hester, are you all right?
Yes.
What in the world? You could have killed her.
You remember what I said?
I'll never forget it.
What's going on here?
I promise you, you will live to regret this.
Marcia's been in surgery for 3 hours. Doug said it would take a long time. And the way Jeff talked, it sounded like really complex surgery. Oh, I hope she's going to be all right. I could tell by Doug's face that he already blames himself, and if anything else happens...
And you don't even start to think that way.
I can't help it. Jeff is an excellent surgeon.
Yes.
And it's going to be okay. Dr. Simmons is very good. If there's damage...
What on earth are you two doing here at this hour?
Hi.
I got called back on an emergency. What's your excuse?
Marcia Campbell was brought in late last night.
I didn't know. What happened?
She had an accident at home. She took a bad fall.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I just came by to offer to take care of Brian if Doug needed someone to stay with him. Dee just came along to stay with me.
When did they bring Marcia in?
Several hours ago. She's in surgery right now.
Dr. Ward and Dr. Simmons are operating.
We thought since we were here, we'd wait for the results of the operation.
Well, I'll try to look up Doug before I leave, see if there's anything I can do.
Bob, why don't you join us?
No, thanks. I'm on my way home. I was just looking for somebody. Get home just in time to turn around and come back. Excuse me, ladies.
Good night, Bob.
Did my explanation sound strange?
I don't know.
Bet it did to Bob. I never knew time could go so slowly.
What's wrong?
I heard a noise.
What? Oh, there's nothing now. Did it wake you up?
No, I was awake.
Haven't you been sleeping at all?
I just off and on a little bit.
You're still upset about that fight I had with Hester?
I keep seeing the whole thing in my mind, just a horrible scene between the two of you.
I'm sorry.
It was a terrible thing. I've never seen you act like that before.
I was furious at her.
Bennett, I know you have a terrible temper, but I have never seen you lose such control.
I've never been so angry at Hester. She pushed me beyond my endurance. I lost control.
What in the world did she do? What could she possibly have said to you?
It's not what she said, it's what she did. Those devious, vicious tricks of hers to frighten you away. Unforgivable.
You talking about the shroud? Oh. Well, she's tried to frighten me many times before. You just took it in your stride.
No, I didn't quite believe it before. I always knew that she'd resent you the way she'd resent any outsider, but I think gradually she'd get accustomed to the situation. It just got worse. Then when you opened that package,
So you let the shroud really get to you? How do you know she sent that to me?
She said it. Nobody else would do that, no one. Oh, Lisa. I should have listened to you in the first place when you told me to get rid of her.
And now you're going to get rid of her. I'm just beginning to get used to her.
Well, when she's gone, you'll never see me in that mood again.
I certainly hope not.
Hey, you can depend on it.
You know something. This gentleness that you do have, that's what I love about you the most.
What are you thinking about now?
I just hope Hester doesn't do something, try to get even with you for firing her.
No, like most bullies, she's a coward at heart.
I don't know, the words that she kept saying just keep ringing in my ears. You'll live to regret it.
Hey.
What?
I want you to forget the whole incident. Forget Hester.
I'm certainly going to try.
What's wrong?
Do you smell smoke?
Yeah, that is smoke.
Bennett, what's wrong?
Can't get the door open. What's the matter with it?
Is it locked?
I can't tell.
Oh, what are we going to do?
I don't understand.
I bet that Hester caught the inn on fire.
I can't believe it.
And now she's locked us in the room. That's what she's done.
I'm gonna have to break this door down. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, thank God. Hurry, Bennett, hurry.
Yeah,
I smell the smoke.
there's the cause of it.
Oh, my goodness. Be careful. Bennett. Oh, the thing's out of the way. Wait, come on, we'll be careful.
I better open a window.
Oh, yes, do get some air in here. Oh, dear, it's my way. Oh, what a smell.
It was the wrapper from that horrible gift. I guess I grabbed it, threw it into the fire. I was too angry to see where it was going, and the wrapper, I suppose, fell on the hearth, and a spark from the fire must have ignited it.
Oh, Bennett. Is it all right
Well, we're
now?
safe now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Oh, dear. Oh, what a fight. I think when I calm down, there, I'm going to make us some coffee.
You know, it's still dark out.
Well, who cares if it's dark? It'll get light soon. And besides, with all the things that have happened tonight, I don't think I can sleep another week. I really can't.
All right, we'll stay up.
Okay.
You know, in 3 more days, three
Yes.
more days, we're going to be married. Everything's going to be different. Everything's going to be wonderful. I promise you that on my life.
I know. I believe you, darling. Now, I'm going to get some air myself, and I'm going to fix some coffee.
All right.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
Oh, that knife. That horrible one. The knife. Kim and I went to get that knife for Hester down in the village. You remember the knife that was missing? Oh.
nurse at the desk said that Marcia was out of surgery.
Yeah, she is, but there's been no word yet.
Well, how long has she been out?
Let's see, she's been in recovery for about an hour now.
Well, hasn't Jeff been out at all?
Well, he came out just to say that the operation was completed. Marcia came through, but nothing else. He hasn't been out since. I would have called you in the cafeteria, but there was nothing to tell you.
That's all right. Here, got this for you.
Oh, thanks.
Why doesn't Jeff come out and give us some news?
He will, just as soon as there's something to report.
Goes so slowly.
I know. All we can do in the meantime is pray.
Doctor, I think she's coming out of the anesthesia.
Oh, probably is. That was a close call in OR. She lost a great deal of blood.
Oh, internal bleeding?
Yeah. Marcia. Marcia, you're in recovery. Wake up. Marcia?
Doc.
Bob, you're back.
Hi. Didn't mean to wake you. Surprised to find you here in the living room. Why didn't you use the bedroom?
Well, I wanted to wait right here for you. After all, this is going to be part of my life. I should get used to it.
Most doctors' wives never get used to it. They object strenuously to the schedules we keep.
Well, you'll never catch me objecting. I'll always be right here waiting for you.
I like that. It's almost morning. Almost time for that meeting with the choreographer.
I don't want to think about that now.
What do you want to think about?
I want to think about you and how much I love you.
The feeling is mutual.